Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Ish. We're at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Codere Clubhouse. I got a couple of juniors here and a staff member. So we're gonna jump right into it. Everybody say hello, their names.
Hi. What's up?
All right, well, you didn't say your names. Like nobody knows you.
My name's LaCour.
Okay, LaCour, welcome. How old are you?
10 years old.
Okay, LaCour, stop moving around. Who else?
Hi, my name is Elias. I'm 12 years old.
Okay, Big Willie.
And my name is Miss Margret.
She's 12 too, backwards. Miss Margaret is a staff member, but she was a member for a very long time. She could let you know about that. So what's on your mind today? Talk to me. Anybody could jump in.
Basically, the Day for Kids Festival on Saturday.
Oh, let's talk about it. You were there. I saw you.
Yeah.
You found your book bag?
Nope.
Okay, somebody just came off with your book bag then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry to hear that.
How was it? I wasn't there.
Oh,
Tell me all about it.
It was a very fun experience. A lot of people.
This is not your first one, right? You go almost every year?
No, this was my first one.
This is your first one? Damn, I always thought you went. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice weather. I mean, it was a good turnout.
Hot.
I got there in the afternoon. I took my girls with me. I had a good time. Unfortunately, he lost his book bag. He had about $4 in there. He had a reward for $5. Whoever could find the book bag, so he stepped it up. Nah, he lost his phone. Oh well. What else? What else is on your mind?
So this weekend, I was playing Fortnite this weekend.
Oh, like 2 million other people.
And when I was playing Team Rumble, I was helping my brother play, and 2 days later he was actually good at the game.
That's what I give you when I don't believe that people are interested in what you just said. Maybe 2 other million people, but not in this podcast. We're not doing a gaming podcast. But it was nice that that's what you did this weekend. Miss Margaret, what you up to?
I think that it's interesting that to have 2 members here and as a staff. I think the only thing I really want to know is what are some things that you guys think that we should be changing here?
Yeah, let's get right to it. This is like an open forum. You guys could say what you want to say, and you could be truthful. There's no what they call that. There's no not regret. There's no what's the word I'm trying to find? I don't know. I lost myself right now. Go ahead, talk to me.
So I think we could change here that like cursing and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one of those things that's hard because you may not curse, but there's probably 75 other kids here, and they get a little aggressive and they want to use foul language. I think we really control that a lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, it could be really worse. I think we control it a lot, and I think that if we do find out someone is using bad language or something, we usually step right to them pretty quick, and deal with the parents and get the directors involved and stuff like that, so that they know that this is not environment to do that. So yes, every once in a while it leaks by, but I can't say that I have a class, or especially with this podcasting, that anyone is cursed. So maybe it's more like when you guys are doing homework, or maybe when you're eating lunch or something like that, that they have a little more freedom, so they get into their bad language. What else would you guys like to change?
Well, me personally, I've been here for quite some time, and things have changed, but I want to change the most is sometimes the activities and things that the programs that we do, because we do that, but I wanted to change it up a little bit.
But when you say change, you want new programs, or you want the programs that we have to change a little bit, or you want to see newer programs?
Newer programs.
Okay, well then you have to really say what you want.
Like what?
Like what? You have to, what program would you like? Boom, this is your forum right now.
Well,
because we do try to come up with creative stuff. I mean, Margaret is in charge of STEM, and a lot of we did it in the summertime. Everyone was interested. We did it last year towards the end of the year, and a lot of people were interested. So we do, try to bring stuff that's interesting. We just got to get you guys to go. You know, a lot of you guys want to go to the same thing. They want to go to digital arts, or they want to go to social rec or to gym.
I think that, so my next question is, I think that's a really good point, and I agree as well. But for you guys as members, how do we as staff get you guys interested? So, for example, like at the beginning of the year when we have all of our different programs out there and you guys hear about it, what are the things that have to get done for you to be interested in it? Already keeping in the back of your mind that you want to go to gym and social rec and other programs like that.
So, I think like doing it first, see if you like it or not, and then if you don't like it, you could try different stuff, and then whatever program you like, you could like start doing it.
See, the problem I have with as being a staff member is that we say something like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach you guys, let's say handwriting, script, or something like that." Oh, I'm not doing that. I gotta do work, and they all of a sudden shut it off. But it's something that maybe is interesting. Maybe you a lot of the, not you particularly, not you two guys, but I'm saying a lot of the members, they just shut it off because it's like, oh, I have to do something on paper and work. Oh, I don't want to do that. They just want the activity that's very simple. That doesn't have to do with any type of work. And when we say work, we mean reading, we mean writing something, drawing something. So that kind of shoots a lot of the activities that we want to do. Like I've always wanted to do a newspaper. I think a newspaper's dope. But no one's, oh, I got to write a paragraph? I'm not going to do that. It's a paragraph. It's not, write about, Fortnite, what you just said. Have a gaming article about this and what's new, the new teams that are coming out, or a new game that's coming out. That's your paragraph. That's what you're going to write in the newspaper. Are you going to do that every week? That's, no, I'm not doing that. So that kind of shuts down our newspaper. Margret don't want to write a newspaper. I don't want to do newspaper. We're here for you guys. We want to assist you. We want to show you. We want to give you all the materials for you to do it yourself and maybe guide you guys, because we do have rules. We have to have certain things, implemented in it, certain things that we can't talk about. So we have to have all that, but we don't want to do it ourselves. We want to help you do it. So we could easily have a gaming club here, but it's not going to be put an Xbox downstairs and you guys just play games. It has to be the history of gaming, there has to be a point for it. There has to be something educational about it. There has to be classes about it. And when we say gaming, it doesn't necessarily mean in front of a TV. It could be Monopoly. It could be other board games. Maybe even make your own game and then get to the point where you're playing video games. And no one wants to do that extra step for it. So that's why these programs, we could put a little box and have you guys put whatever programs you want in there, and we could look into it and how we could get it done. I mean, a suggestion box. I mean, we're pretty open. You could tell Miss Margaret, you could tell myself, you could tell Miss Francesca, or any of us, we should do this. We should have a chess club, or we should have a debate club or something like that, and we'll definitely get it done. It's just a matter of, get more than 10 people, 12 people. That's about a good number. 12 people to do it or that are going to be interested in, and we'll get it done.
What do you think, Elias?
That's what we need.
Well, sometimes I feel like how you said earlier, Mr. Ish, about like if we do a newspaper or like a writing assignment, some people don't want to do that assignment because like we come out of a long day of school and we're just working. Well, at least some of us. And like when we get here, sometimes like people just want to like,
I understand that part.
they want to go play something, or they want to just like relax. And sometimes we just don't have the energy to do some stuff.
That's all good, but you also have to look at the other picture. If you don't learn something new, if marketing try doing, let's say STEM, myself try doing digital arts or photography or something like that, it's not going to be available to you guys. And if it's not available to you guys and you just have the 3 core things that you want to do, we're not doing you guys justice.
So like for me specifically as a STEM specialist, I think it's really interesting because I'm teaching a core subject that you guys are learning about already, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And my programs are not the way that you guys learn in school. They're completely different. And even when I take out the work, like even when I take out the writing and the reading, kids still don't want to participate. or even when I do like art or I don't. Well, I've been here for a long time. You guys have probably seen me in every single program. I'm in the gym, the third floor, the ground floor. I'm everywhere doing everything, running programs with Ish. I know some of you guys did KBGC TV last year. That went very well. We got to go to some events. But on the members end, I don't really feel like we're getting meet halfway when
Yeah.
it comes to programming.
I agree with you. Like, this is something that for podcasting, it's like, I don't want to talk in front of a mic or anything like that. So it's like, it's not that I'm forcing you guys, but I'm really giving you a forum for you guys to speak. And public speaking is going to be part of your life forever. Whether you go to college or not, if you go to work, you may have to speak in front of people, at a meeting. If you go to school, you may have, something that you have to do a report in front of somebody. So this is an exercise that could take some of those fears away. Yes, it's a small group of 4, but it's still an exercise. It's something to be like, what, I'm really, really shy, but now, I have this forum that I could speak and people are not really looking at me. They're just hearing my voice. So maybe that breaks out of some of your shyness. But I think this is a very important part of it. And it's also, a builder of technology. I mean, this is something that it's the now. People go on their phone, listen to a podcast, and that's how they learn things. So I think this is important, but this is something that, this could easily stop if you guys stop coming. If you stop coming to podcasts, then this becomes something else quick. It becomes a radio show, or it becomes, I'm not going to waste my time. It's going to be something else. So, you guys have to also, understand that we try to bring some new programs and we're willing to do what you want, but you have to meet us halfway, like Ms. Margaret said. You really have to meet us halfway because we really think about these things. Equipment costs a lot of money. Then we have to sell ourselves to our boss, and that's not easy. And then they have to look at, what age group is that for? Or once we say it's for everybody, then that gives us another open door. Oh, from 6 to 12 to 18, that everybody could do it? Yes, everybody could do it. So that gives us more of an advantage. So and then we have to keep fighting for these things. They don't come easy. We have to, yes, this will work. I'll do the lesson plans. I'm the one that's going to teach. I'm the one that do. So once you start putting, our heart into it, and I think I speak for Miss Margaret, once we put our heart and soul into it, we want you guys to at least give us 50% of that. We don't want you to be the 110%, but just at least be like, what, I'm going to try this. And it's hard because as a tween, that's what we call them, tween, when you're like 12 years old and 10, 12, you guys don't like to take chances. You like to do whatever's easy and secure and the same for you. So, but we are not going to shoot you guys down. I hope that you prove us wrong and come up with some activities that we could, implement. That's all I could hope for.
So, I want to say real quick that I think summer camp and after school is a good thing because every single day in school you see the same people, but when you go to camp you see different people each day. So and podcasting is good because you're gonna like you think of someone as something, but like you get to know them more.
That's true. I mean, there's been times that we sit here and I'll give you an example. I had some young ladies about a couple of days ago and we were talking about music. Now, I thought that it was going to be what is his name? Boogie with the hoodie. And I thought it was going to be those conversations. Tekashi 69. I'm like, all right, I'm not ready for this conversation. And they truly blew my mind. One of the girls was like, I like Frank Sinatra. I like this. I was like, whoa. Or I like Marvin Gaye. I was like, excuse me, what's going on in this table? Like, I was so overwhelmed that they're not just listening to what was happening now. They're listening to music that maybe their parents influenced them. Maybe their grandparents influenced them. Maybe something that just, they listen to when they're, someone is cooking or cleaning in the house. And now it becomes something that I like Frank Sinatra. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I never thought that these young ladies that are 12 years old were going to say something like that. So, we can't judge a book by its cover, basically. That's the line I have to say. What else is on your mind, guys? And girls. What else you got to say? Come on, we can't have no empty space because then we go into the my wants.
Um,
Come on, you said you had a lot on your mind. What do you want to talk about?
out on my mind is that some kids like they don't like doing homework like when they get to the
Power
like
hour?
early, yeah, like early. But I think it's good because if you don't do your bro homework, like whatever whatever you want to do at home, it will take
It will take longer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let Miss Margaret answer this one for you. Because she's on the, we call it on the, her boots on the ground. That means that she's dealing with it on a daily basis.
I think it's interesting. One, because Power Hour is a national program, and so that just means that every single Boys and Girls Club in the whole United States has to do an hour of Power Hour. So when you guys are complaining, I'm like, yeah, the preteens all over the country are making the same complaints. But the reason that we do that is because how many of you guys actually get help with homework at home?
Me.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. A lot of kids don't.
Yeah, you guys are lucky.
And I was one of those kids. I didn't get to go home. I didn't go home to a mom. I went home to my siblings. I went home to go have to help some other kids with homework. So I didn't get that help. And if I didn't have Power Hour, I probably would have failed a couple of grades, to be very honest. So just hearing you guys do that, and I know that this year there's some new people that are in charge, and there's a lot of changes. Like, for example, Miss Francesca now being program director with Daryl, me being head of the floor. You guys have to do Power Hour now. I know that those changes are hard to get past and to try to get with, but I think that together as a floor with you guys and myself included, I think that we've gone pretty far. I know, Elias, you've been on the third floor before, and I bet that you can tell the difference from when having to meet up every day, to split up to go to programs. You guys are not allowed to wander around the building anymore. There's way less incidents. The staff are aware of everything that goes on. It's really only for your safety. But as a kid, I can also understand why it's really hard to understand that, which is why I try to be as lenient as possible while also doing my job, which is making sure that you guys are getting the education, the safety that you deserve while being in this building.
And just understand, there's some kids, I spent a lot of time on the cadet floor for the last couple of years, and there's some kids that have dual language. So they're getting homework in English. Their parents just came with them from Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, wherever, Honduras, wherever they came from, and that's not their language. So, even though it might be as simple as a math problem, but when it's written and it's like Jim went to the store with $23 and there's a written one, they don't understand that this is the sum. They have to divide. They can't get that comprehension. So we do have staff members here, some of them that are fresh in college, just got out of high school, let's say, and some older people like myself, and we could use our knowledge to help you guys conquer those problems that you may have, especially with the dual language situation. So we become very important to the parents. The parents are working one, sometimes two jobs. They got to come home, give you a bath. They got to cook.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many parents come in asking us, begging us to help you guys with your homework, to tutor you guys, to do things that are above and beyond what is already expected of us.
Yeah, we even get that in the summertime. Parents are like, could you do the homework in the summertime? I was like, these kids want to go on trips. They don't want to do no homework. And we keep the educational part in the summer, maybe a little less than after school, but we still bring it in there. You're still doing some educational work in the summer. We don't give up on you guys. Anytime that we have a chance to teach you something, we're gonna try. We're gonna give it our best. So you just remember that one of these days you're gonna be a parent, and you're going to want somebody to help you with homework because you got a job and you're getting out at 7 and you want to spend an hour and a half or 2 hours with your kids and not necessarily doing homework. You want to play a game. You want to do something. You want to eat together, want to eat dinner together, or take a trip to the ice cream shop or something like that. And if I have to go home and do homework, it just really kills my schedule Because now I'm a parent. I get home at 7:00. I don't have time to do homework. So my wife is really in charge of it. But if I had to do it, then at 7:00, I had to sit there with my food and do homework with my girls. And it becomes very difficult. So I'm lucky that I have my wife there, but they're both in after school now. So even with that, I just want them to be around other people and, learning groups instead of just being one-on-one. Because that's how you learn in school. You learn in a group. You don't learn one-on-one. So that's an important part. What else? What else is on your mind? This podcast is going well.
So,
Come on, Elias. You have nothing else to say? What you want to start? What program you want to start? You want to do drama? Okay, what do you want to do? What you want to do?
I want to...
What's your ideal program where you feel they could get 10 or 12 members to be on board?
I think, science class, because,
We got STEM. Same thing.
That's real crazy because I do STEM every day and y'all be running from me like I bite or something.
Once you put a piece of paper and a pencil in front of you guys, you're going to run.
Well,
not everybody, but most of them are.
Soon your programs, the programs that you enjoy going to are going to start getting cut for some more education-based programs. So you guys will be in for a surprise. But I'm excited. Are you guys excited that we got a new dance teacher, a new karate teacher?
Y'all got karate coming up, so y'all can all be like little Ninja Turtles. So karate's gonna be fun. We never had karate in this clubhouse.
We had it before when I was a member.
Oh, I don't never remember that. But if we had karate, it was probably for a year or something like that.
Mm-hmm. It was it's like when we also had bomba and...
I know we had fencing at one time. That was pretty cool. So stuff like that. I mean, I know we even had one time where we had the kids went out to play golf. Remember that was the summer that we had selective kid, about 10 or 15 of them, and they went to playing golf courses and stuff like that. We had tennis before. So these are things that, we have the Brent's Club. And shout out to two of our members that they got full scholarship for college. I don't know you know him, but Justice and what's the other kid's name? Balfour. So they got full scholarship. They don't have to pay for nothing. And it's because of the Boys Girls Club and because they went to the program. And they finished the program. They were part of the program, and that's not a guarantee that you're gonna get a full scholarship. But the guy was impressed with them, and he was like, "Hey, we'll give them a free ride."
That's another thing. If I made any suggestions to you guys as members, it would definitely be to stay with Kips Bay as a member for as long as you can, which is until you're 18, because there's so many opportunities. But the opportunities are only given to the kids who are put out there, who are going to the programs. I have a lot of knowledge on Boys and Girls Club and Boys and Girls Clubs. And the amount of benefits that they have for kids of all ages. But
a little clap on the shoulder. Don't worry about me. I'm just doing some stuff.
There's a lot of members who don't really care about that because they're invested in a lot of other things. But there's definitely, Boys and Girls Club definitely invests in the future of our members, including myself.
Yeah,
so
you're a product of it. You're a product of the clubhouse. You're a product of the YOY, Youth of the Year program that really, gave you a stardom to start your college years and stuff like that, which is very important. We were all very proud of your accomplishments and still are. I'm one of the ones that's very proud of it. I feel like almost like a little uncle. Every time I mention her name, I always say, YOY, 2 years in a row. So, I don't know about 2 years in a row, but it's 2 years. So that's a proud accomplishment. And then, being a junior staff member, then being a staff member, and then being promoted and giving the chance to do other things in the clubhouse, and then now running a floor by herself. She's still a young lady. She's a young lady and doing big things. So, that's very important. I've been given a lot of opportunities, and I'm pretty sure that you guys, if you take the opportunities, we'll give them to you. But the only time that I see them motivated, and this is sad to say, but when there's a trip. When there's a trip, you're motivated. Oh, Mr. H, can you pick me? But when I was trying to get you to go to
I also
podcast,
feel
you didn't
like-
want to go.
I also feel like that's on our part.
Mhm.
It's interesting because I was talking to Sinclair about this the other day. I feel like we have an obligation with what we're doing. And I feel like it's really a disservice that we aren't taking our kids out of the building. There are so many places that are cheap or free even. And of course, we're facing a lot of difficulties as
Yeah.
a building, and planning trips take a lot of time. And it shouldn't take a trip for y'all to want to go do something, because that's a lot. But I do feel like the kids that do participate in activities and the ones who are there all the time should be going on trips. Like last year, we did yoga with some Sesame Street people. With the Naturals Club, and that went amazing. They got to make their own lotions. There's a lot of opportunities we want to give to you guys, but I can't take 4 kids on a trip. I want to plan something for my expressive arts class, and I have 5 kids. I can't go to my boss and say I want to go on a trip with 5 kids. He's going to look at me like, what happened to the other 75 of them?
Yeah, I mean, now that we're talking about trips, I actually spoke to Miss Francesca today. I saw something in the news which really caught my eye, and it's something very local. And this is the first time I get this from a director. She truly said, go find out the information and we're going to book the trip. It took me 25 minutes. I already booked the trip. And it was that simple. So just us as a staff having that leeway, or that person that's going to say, okay, you think it's good, how much it costs, how many kids you want to take, what day you want to do it. Once you give them all that information and you tell them what you believe the kids could get out of it, and she says, okay, it's a go, we never had that. And I've been here 6 years. I know as a staff member, I never had that from a director. So we already in a different area. And I got this trip booked in 25 minutes. And even when I saw a cost for the tour, I was like, oh, I don't know. It's going to be a little cost. This is going to shoot me down. Nah, take the better course. Take this one plus add the half an hour for the kids to do this. I was like, for real? Okay, now it's golden. So I'll have a trip scheduled sometime soon with at least 12 kids to get you out the building and see something new. And it's local. It's something in the Bronx that you probably don't even know about. So I'm excited to get that on the road. That's it? You guys are quiet now. I think we podcast out. I think we done. All right. All right. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. Thank you for being up front. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for talking. And we are listening. So whatever you said here, we're listening. But you better bring something to that table. Next time I see you, I'm going to ask you, what program are you thinking about so we could get this ready? And we can't promise you it's going to happen now. So we're told the same thing. Oh, yeah. It can't happen right now. So understand that we're not shooting it down. We just have to take steps in order to get
It takes a lot
of
work.
whatever we're planning now, it may happen towards the end of the year. It could be that long, or it could be honestly, you know what? Let's try that next week. So we don't know, but you have to say, okay, this is what I'm thinking about, how much it's going to cost us, how we could do it, where we could do it, doing a schedule and flipping a building that has a whole bunch of cadets and a whole bunch of juniors and a schedule that's already made is very difficult. It's very difficult to take half an hour from somebody and put somebody else there. So it has to be a staff member. It has to be a room that's empty. There's a lot of things that go into it. But if you bring it to the table, we'll try to make it happen. So think about something that's interesting to you guys. Gather around with your friends and let's get something from the junior program. All right, guys, and we're out of here. This podcast is over.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check.
And we're out.